huggings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Green. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw
breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Brigg. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. Now on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Brigg. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. First down, 10 yards to go. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Finds his man. It's Brigg. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. And you have to try to apply heat to the quarterback, but you have to know when it's too much. The roughing the passer penalty gives them a first down. Grab behind the line. It's Brigg. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. And the Utes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. No good. And And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So BYU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Raw. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm the wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing straight.
That's caught. It's wrong. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the back. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Catch in the middle. It's Rourke. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun. Give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Utes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll run play action. And it's incomplete on third down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rourke. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Rourke. Looks as if BYU will have a first down. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself, estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the Holy War between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
Wants to throw it. The short hands. It's Rourke. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
Just plowing ahead. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And finally, out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Utes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got it in the middle. It's Bray. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Utes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to pound their way in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! First points of the day are on the board. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. This is why Lysacle is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the mid, and the rush will get to him at the 25.
Middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Green. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Andrews. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the pressure. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. The defense was after him. He just stepped out of bounds for the loss. You got to get rid of the football and throw it away. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He picks it up, still on his feet.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Green.
Well, I like the idea by the quarterback on that throw. He's just trying to spin it out to the perimeter quickly and give this guy a chance to advance it, but the accuracy was terrible. That was a circus-type catch for 0 gain.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Plucks it out of the air.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. And the Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the... Oh, the fake. The up man looking for room.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first down. Turning it on. Touchdown, Utes. He got a step and just dusted the field. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Beehive boot is on the line, and already BYU and Utah have given us some stirring moments. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. BYU right back to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Finds a little space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Flying out to the left. Past the 10. Touchdown, Utah. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Yeah, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
BYU, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Makes the grab on the left. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Utes! And Utah is starting to assert itself and seize command of this rivalry by building a big lead.
And the Utes are always ready. This is the team that you can always depend on. Rivalry game, week in, week out. They're built, they know who they are, they're disciplined, they're tough, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And I feel like Utah's also one of those teams that's just ready to pounce, right? They're ready for you to make a mistake, and then they take advantage of it, and that's what they've been able to do in this game. They came in with a good game plan, and they are executing.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball, out of the air, but he's hard to bring down too. This is a guy that I think can play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Now try to pound their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Deflected at the goal line.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Cougars backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. He'll do it himself. Taking it the other way. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. We've got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle. It's Glenn. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. BYU has this offense clicking. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Connection to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Bennett. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Lost to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Brewer. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Pace, 27, jump!
We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. On the ground, it's Green. Powers through the defender. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe run.
He's going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Utes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. The short hands, it's Bennett. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, BYU! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Utes look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble and throws. That's reeled in. It's Andrews. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answers so far. Rides the back and leaves it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the 1st down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the run. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. There he goes. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it and still on his feet. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To throw, it's Bachmeier. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
And listen, the defense playing really
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Off the RPO, complete. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They were certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.